They said he was just another broken man, forgotten by time, barely surviving on the edges of the world. A quiet soul, limp, living in a rotting stable, and a massive black horse no one else could even touch. But one night, when the earth cracked open and the sky turned dark, everything changed. His name was Elias, once a soldier, now just a shadow of the man he used to be. He lived in a dried-up corner of the Arizona desert, where the wind howled like a lost spirit and the sun baked the land into silence. The little barn he called home groaned with every gust, its roof full of holes, its walls whispering secrets to the dust. Inside, the only warmth came from a small fire and the steady breath of his horse, Thunder. Thunder, a beast as wild and scarred as Elias himself. Huge, powerful, with eyes that burned like coals. The townsfolk had laughed when Elias bought him for almost nothing. "That horse will kill you," they said. But Thunder never threw him. The moment their eyes met, something passed between them, like two lost soldiers recognizing each other in the dark. Every day, Elias walked into town, searching for odd jobs, hauling crates, fixing fences, digging trenches under the scorching sun. He was paid in coins that barely bought bread. The people saw his limp, his silence, the pain in his eyes, and looked away. No one asked where he'd been. No one cared. But at night, when he returned to barn, Thunder would lift his head, ears flicking forward. No words were needed, just a soft nicker, a nudge with his nose. And for the first time since the war, Elias felt something like peace. Then came the storm. It started with a strange stillness. The birds stopped singing. The wind died. The sky turned a deep bruised purple. Thunder snorted, pawing the ground, eyes wide with fear. Elias barely had time to react when the ground began to shake. Boom! The barn trembled. Dust rained from the ceiling. A beam cracked. Thunder screamed, a sound so raw it cut through the thunder, and broke free, vanishing into the swirling sandstorm. Thunder. Elias shouted, but the wind swallowed his voice. He stumbled after him, blinded by grit, his injured leg burning with every step. He fell, got up, fell again, called and called until his voice gave out. For 2 days he searched. No food, little water. His body broken, his hope fading. He collapsed at the base of a cliff, whispering into the emptiness. "Thunder, I lost you." And then a sound, faint, distant, a whinny. Elias froze. Was he dreaming? Hallucinating? There, through the dust, stood Thunder, alive, unharmed, eyes blazing. Elias fell to his knees. Thunder ran to him, pressing his massive head against Elias's chest. Tears streamed down Elias's face, tears he hadn't shed in 20 years. But Thunder wasn't done. He turned and looked toward a narrow canyon, not with fear, with purpose. Elias hesitated. "No, we go home." But Thunder stamped his hoof, again and again, insistent. So Elias, broken, tired, but trusting, followed. The canyon twisted deeper, darker. The walls closed in. Loose rocks tumbled into the void. Every step was agony. But Thunder moved with calm, like he'd walked his path before. Then the canyon opened, and there it was, a valley hidden from the world, silent, still, as if time had stopped. And in the center, half buried in red sand, a massive disk, smooth, silver, glowing faintly under the moonlight. Elias couldn't breathe. "This isn't from Earth," he whispered. He stepped closer. The metal was freezing, the surface seamless. No bolts, no seams, just strange symbols that lit up when he touched them. Then he found a hatch slightly open. He hesitated. Fear screamed at him to run. But something deeper, something like destiny, pulled him forward. He pried it open with a piece of scrap metal. A wave of icy, metallic air rushed out. He took one last look at Thunder. "Wait for me." And he stepped inside. The air was thick, cold. The walls pulsed with green light. The floor curved in strange ways, like gravity itself was different here. He entered a vast chamber. A dome above flickered with patterns, like stars forming galaxies. And in the center, a crystal, glowing blue, inside something, a shape, half machine, half being, frozen, sleeping. Elias reached out. The moment his hand touched the crystal, BM. The ship woke up. Lights exploded. Symbols burned across the walls. A vision flooded his mind. Stars spinning, a ship crashing, a civilization lost. He gasped, falling back. He had touched a memory, a story, a truth, and now it was inside him. He stumbled out, heart racing. Thunder was waiting. They rode back in silence. But Elias couldn't keep it. He went to a dusty roadside bar, found an old computer, and typed a message. Anonymous. I saw something not of this world. Most people laughed, called him crazy. But one reply stood out. I believe you. Her name was Dr. Lila Chun, a scientist, once famous, now mocked for believing in things others denied. She wrote, If you're telling the truth, we can't let it disappear. Elias hesitated, then replied, told her everything. The next day, 2 men in black suits arrived at his barn. Mr. Elias, one said, voice smooth, we're from National Security. We're here to collect what you found. Elias said nothing. Thunder snorted, eyes fierce. The men showed badges. But Elias, a soldier once, saw the truth. Fake. We'll be back, the taller one said. Next time it won't be so polite. That night, Elias packed a bag. Water, rope, flashlight, his old pistol. He looked at Thunder. We're not hiding it anymore. Back in the valley, he found something new, a small black-silver box covered in glowing symbols. He grabbed it. Then thump, thump, thump. A helicopter. Black. No markings. Soldiers rappelled down. Armed. Searching. Elias set a trap, dropped metal, sparked wires. Noise. Chaos. Thunder. Waiting outside, let out a thunderous whinny, drawing the soldiers away. Elias escaped, clutching the box. Back at the bar, he met Dr. Chun. She scanned the box. This isn't from our world, she whispered. You found proof. Real proof. Elias looked at her, then let the world see it. Weeks later, the valley was alive. Tents, lights, cameras, scientists, reporters. The ship was uncovered. The truth, shining under the sun. Then engines roared. The black SUVs returned. The same men, soldiers, orders. This excavation ends now, the leader said. This is government property. Dr. Chin stepped forward. Calm, unafraid. You're too late, she said. The world is watching. Cameras rolled. Microphones live. The soldiers hesitated. The men in suits turned and left. The truth had won. The ship was moved into a public museum. Children touched the glass. Scientists studied the symbols. The world argued, dreamed, feared, but could no longer deny. Dr. Chin became a hero. Elias? He disappeared. Back to his barn. Fixed the roof. Mended the fence. Reporters came. Offered money. Fame. He said no. One evening, he rode Thunder to a high ridge. The sun painted the desert in gold. He patted the horse's neck. We did it, old friend, he whispered. We gave the truth its place. Thunder snorted, strong and sure. And in that moment, Elias wasn't a broken veteran. He wasn't forgotten. He was at peace. Because sometimes the quietest people carry the loudest truths. The greatest courage isn't in fighting wars, but in standing for the truth, even when no one is watching. If this story moved you, share it. Like it. Subscribe. Because every forgotten voice deserves to be heard. And who knows, maybe the next truth is waiting for you to find it.